Let's talk about the Tony Stewart thing. Did he have, I mean, is there any evidence that he had like a vendetta against this guy? I don't know why we're talking about
They had a little murder going around the track, and that's what spun the guy out in the first place.
So did you hear if it was like back and forth?
Long-standing vendetta.
Yeah, was it back and forth in that race though? Because my thought was, okay, Tony has no reason to be angry. He's the one that got the better end of that deal, and unless he did it like on purpose because he was mad about something before, which I have no idea.
He has a history of being a hothead. I mean, I was reminded this morning about a time on the NASCAR track where he got in an accident and got out of his car and threw his helmet at the guy that made him swerve out.
There's a difference between throwing a helmet at somebody and hitting them intentionally.
Yeah, but usually he went around, it bumps the other guy out. Like you're not going to be the angry one in that situation. The other guy clearly was. He jumps out, he's pointing, and so my take on it was he comes around the corner, he sees this guy pointing at him and yelling.
But is he pointing at him or like, hey, slow down, I'm coming across?
No, they're arguing. He's pissed at him.
Yeah, he's pissed at him. So then you clearly hear him hit the gas as he goes by, and it's like, what was he trying to do there? Like, was he, these cars swerve out on the dirt tracks when they hit it. Was he trying to just scare him, or was he trying to bump him over, or was he just trying to rev the engine? Like, but you clearly hear him. The fact is, you hear him rev the engine as he goes by.
I heard this morning there's going to be no charges filed.
They've
decided. That's what they said this.
Okay.
I don't know all the details.
I knew that they had not charged him with anything, but I didn't know they
said
had come
no
out
charges
officially.
no charges are forthcoming.
There you go.
So we'll see.
But think of this: even if he didn't do it on purpose, and let's assume the best in a human being, he didn't do it on purpose. Just now, this is a pivot point for him. He could so easily go dark because of pressure and the people wondering, and he himself asking. If he doesn't have his life together, he doesn't weather this storm. He becomes very dark, very disturbed. I feel bad for him. Tell me about the Missouri. Can you tell me about the Missouri kill the cops, Joel?
This is a teenager who the surrounding neighbors claimed was unarmed. Shot and killed by police officers. They claimed that he came to them in their car and tried to steal one of their guns. They shot and killed him. Looting, rioting, bad situation in St. Louis.
I have such a tough time with these because there was that one out in Utah a couple weeks ago or whatever and everyone's defending these crazy cops, and the guy was on PCP or something, and he was trying to get into the patrol car. And it's I'm sorry, they're he was unarmed. I'm this is this huge guy, and he's throwing people around, and he's trying to get in the car.
I don't agree with what's happened in New York with the choking the guy. They choked him to death. That stuff's got to stop. And again, it's just adding to this underlying grind, constant grind on us. If we don't start modeling the love thing, I mean, it just doesn't end well.